morning. So the question on tap today for this video is, can a relationship survive without attraction? Well, the answer is actually no. Unless it's all about money, and that won't last very long anyway. Those girls, from my point of view, would be worth, maybe a day, 2 days without attraction. And when you're big and round, it doesn't survive more than about 10 minutes. So there's no attraction there, and all these body image places. But we've got a nasty comment from The View. The lesbians, or lesbos, like it was said on the radio for a while, have decided to get into relationship advice. So we'll be talking. We'll go ahead and I'll play Whoopi Goldberg here, big and round and not very attractive anymore. And she's played the feminist card her whole life. She from what I understand, she's got a couple of kids, but they're not good kids. They're not even good people. They're rich, spoiled, and not good people. And look at Whoopi Goldberg; she's not very good people either. So I'm going to play the whole minute and 30 seconds, and I'll probably interrupt it because she's nasty. And the whole idea about this, she's talking about a column somebody wrote in, and she wants to put her 3 cents into it, and we'll see what happens.
Can a relationship survive without physical attraction? That is the question a guy asked in an advice column, Dear Prudence. Writing that he loves everything about his girlfriend but her looks.
She's jealous.
And he's worried that he's just being superficial.
No, he's not being superficial, and if he is, so what? Because these nasty-ass women, lesbians, they called them, they were called, and I tend to agree with them, because these are all over 40 women. This one here, Whoopi Goldberg, is, in her 70s? And she was a feminist all of her life and doesn't really care about any man. She's trying to minimize this guy, even though it's funny. She's almost laughing while she's doing this introduction. I mean, really doesn't care. It's just for the show, and she thinks this guy is being superficial. But looks are a big thing for a man, and they don't understand this.
Column responded that if he's that emotionally connected, he could grow to find her attractive. But if not, it's not fair to her or to him to keep it going. Do you agree?
Well, I think he should just wear a blindfold when he's with her. Okay,
now we're putting the paper bag over her head. I mean, these are nasty women. That's mean to both of them. Making a joke out of it, minimizing it.
If it bothers him that much. No, here's a guy typical male thinking. Because how many ugly men have we seen with gorgeous women out there?
It's unbelievable, the numbers.
And I'd like to see his picture. They always write these things. My girlfriend's not pretty.
Let's photo evidence.
Yeah.
Well, ugly women, ugly men with women, well, it depends upon who you are. If you're a lesbian like these that are trying to minimize men, here on The View, they're, every man's ugly, and pretty women, are like men, actually attracted to them. It's usually based on the wallet or the resources or the house or something like that. It's not necessarily about the men, 100%.
We should have some photo evidence. I mean, everybody looks the same in the dark. So obviously,
if
you're in the dark.
That's why my mother said marry a rich guy.
That part obviously didn't matter.
In the dark, well, that's not very good point of view on this. Everybody looks the same in the dark, yeah. But, the question should be put to her is, would she have a relationship with a guy that was ugly and broke, and would she have sex with him in the dark or with the light on, or would she even have sex with him at all? I bet the answer is no to all that for her, but they got to do something for their lesbian show to talk to all the women that follow them so they can keep it going. It's a kind of stupid thing.
Or to him, since he's so emotionally connected.
He does. He says he has a hard time looking at her. She should move on.
She should walk away.
Personality is more important. I once went out with a very handsome soccer player. He was so unintelligent, so unfunny, didn't get jokes. I don't care if you are Brad Pitt, if your personality is not there.
Or if you're dumb.
Looks fade, intellect, humor,
Yeah, and you know what they say, marry the person you can't live without, not the one you can live with, or whatever.
That's stupid. We're going to call this the end of this thing. I can't stand it no more. Turn them off. Now, they don't get the whole thing, but, men are more attracted to women by their looks. But they don't want to be saying that he should be attracted to her before he does anything else with her. Because if there's no attraction, there's nothing else. There's no way to get physical. He's not gonna want to be around her as much, in the bedroom with her, take her on dinner dates and all that, spend his money on her. So superficial? No, it's not superficial. It's reality. Anyway, so this is kind of crazy, but if women are listening to that kind of stuff that we just played, no wonder we have a 60% drop in birth rate since 1965. 75, 100% drop in birth rates. Then there's nobody to take over. We might as well just open the borders and let the rest of the world move in. Then the whole world can die off because they're living the feminist dream or the lesbian dream, like we just saw. They're on The View. And with that kind of attitude, they're gonna drive the birth rate even lower, or make single moms even better. Then you got boys raised up feminine. Then when they actually get problems they can't handle, they're gonna go take it out on everybody around them. They're gonna go start shooting up the malls or shooting up the schools or all the above. Plus, taking themselves out. I mean, this kind of ideology is bad for society and men. I think we ought to get that show taken off the air completely. I'm sure we'll bring it back on again, but, they're not really with it. They're not really good at anything. And, they got the same ideology as Kamala Harris, your vice president. I don't claim her as vice president. Men are stupid, men are bad, men aren't worth dating, especially if they don't make any money. And, 1%ers to make the money, they don't. The rest of the guys make about $20,000 a year, average. And none of these women would date a guy like that. Anyway, so I think that's enough on this subject. We'll go ahead and talk to you later on this one. Bye now.